Would you want the air traffic controller guiding your plane to have severe intellectual and psychiatric disabilities? How about the person guiding your plane to have severe intellectual disabilities, psychiatric problems, mental health problems, and physical problems, directing your plane? These were the standards that were put into place by President Biden before he left. The big deal about how President Trump fired people from the FAA is because those low standards were put into place by President Obama and President Biden. And in fact, when President Trump became president, he increased those standards from when President Obama left. Then President Biden lowered the standards again to the qualifications that I just named, the severe intellectual, psychiatric disabilities, and severe
articles that appeared prior to my entering office. And here's one. The FAA's diversity push includes focus on hiring people with severe intellectual and psychiatric disabilities. That is amazing. And then it says FAA says people with severe disabilities are most underrepresented segment of the workforce, and they want them in, and they want them, they can be air traffic controllers. I don't think so. This was in January 14th, so that was a week before I entered office. They put a big push to put diversity into the FAA's program. Then another article, the Federal Aviation Administration, this was before I got to office, recently, second term. The FAA is actively recruiting workers who suffer severe intellectual disabilities, psychiatric problems, and other mental and physical conditions under a diversity and inclusion hiring initiative spelled out on the agency's website. Can you imagine? These are people that are, I mean, actually, their lives are shortened because of the stress that they have. Brilliant people have to be in those positions, and their lives are actually shortened, very substantially shortened, because of the stress, where you have many, many planes coming into one target, and you need a very special talent and a very special genius to be able to do it. Targeted disabilities are those disabilities that the federal government, as a matter of policy, has identified for special emphasis in recruitment and hiring. The FAA's website states they include hearing, vision, missing extremities, partial paralysis, complete paralysis, epilepsy, severe intellectual disability, psychiatric disability, and dwarfism all qualify for the position of a controller of airplanes pouring into our country, pouring into a little spot, a little dot on the map, a little runway. The initiative is part of the FAA's diversity and inclusion hiring plan. Think of that. The initiative is part of the FAA's diversity and inclusion hiring plan, which says diversity is integral to achieving FAA's mission of ensuring safe and efficient travel. I don't think so. I think it's just the opposite. The FAA website shows that the agency's guidance on diversity hiring were last updated on March 23rd of 22. They wanted to make it even more so. And then I came in, and I assume maybe this is the reason. The FAA, which is overseen by Secretary Pete Buttigieg, a real winner. That guy's a real winner. Do you know how badly everything's run since he's run this Department of Transportation? He's a disaster. He was a disaster as a mayor. He ran his city into the ground, and he's a disaster now. He's just got a good line of bullshit. The Department of Transportation is government agency charged with regulating civil aviation. Well, he runs it, 45,000 people, and he's run it right into the ground with his diversity. So I had to say that it's terrible. Then it's a group within the FAA, another story, determined that the workforce was too white, that they had concerted efforts to get the administration to change that and to change it immediately. This was in the Obama administration just prior to my getting there. And we took care of African Americans, Hispanic Americans. We took care of everybody at levels that nobody's ever seen before. It's one of the reasons I won. But they actually came out with a directive, too white. And we want the people that are competent. But now we mourn and we pray, and would like to ask all Americans to join me in a moment of silence as we ask God to watch over those who have lost their lives and bring comfort to the loved ones. And I just want to say God bless everyone in this room.
Let me let you know what the standards are now that President Trump has increased the standards. He wants someone with the highest intellect. He wants someone that's psychologically superior. He wants the best, the brightest, the most gifted to guide your airplane to land or to take flight when the time comes. So if you guys want to know why President Trump is blaming DEI for the accident, this is why. So after I've taken the time to explain, you heard what President Trump said. Now, do you feel any different? Or are you just stuck because the Democrats and all our black leaders are trying to make it seem like this man is racist? It's going to make us miss out on our blessings as a black community. I ain't going to miss out. I'm not going to miss out, because as soon as God blessed me with the opportunity, I'm taking it. I'm telling y'all now. I'm not a sellout. I love my people, and I'm ready for my people's lives to get better. The Democrats are not. They have not for years, decades, centuries almost, it seemed like, and I'm over it. So y'all can keep sticking with them if y'all want to and get nowhere. I'm getting somewhere. And the Democrats is going to cause the black community to miss out on their blessing, because Donald Trump is out here blessing community after community, making move after move, making shit shake, making shit happen. And the Democrats is going to cause the black community to miss out. We're not going to miss out on it. Now, if God give me the chance, I'm going to make sure we don't miss out on it. Anyway, y'all let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comments. Does it change your mind? Does it enlighten you? Are you like, whatever? Let me know what y'all think. Would y'all want somebody that has severe intellectual, psychiatric disability guiding your plane to landing, or guiding your plane to take off? Or do you want someone with the highest intellect, psychologically superior, guiding and landing your plane? Let me know. This is why President Trump has blamed DEI for their plane crash that took place the other day.